For almost 10 years, Overwatch was by far the best game to go to for some competitive team-based hero shooter action. But ever since Overwatch 2's release and its erasure of the first game, it's just been in a weird place. Through a series of dodgy controversies and just plain awful decision making, Blizzard have managed to drive away the majority of their players. Then Marvel rivals came along and stole all of them last year. As you can see, I was one of those old Overwatch players who got swept up along into Marvel. But now, as burnout begins to settle in on Marvel rivals and people start to fall out of the hype cycle, it seems like Overwatch might be looking to make a resurgence. It seems like they've been making an effort to fix all their mistakes, actually make the game fun again. For me, this first got my notice when they announced all heroes were going to be free to use in their release, like they were originally supposed to be. They only changed this in Overwatch 2 by putting new characters in the Battle Pass, which got me to full on stop playing when the remaster came out. More recently, this massive revitalisation of the game is coming from the new Season 16. Brought a load of players back into the game. Now, I guess I am one of them. I popped back into Overwatch 2 and it feels so different to before now. Even though I have no clue on the new maps, game modes and characters, I can still hop on Junker Queen and just tear through some people.
Time for the reckoning! Come on, mate! Try to keep up!
But then, some of the times, I come against this big Samoan guy who can just somehow 1v3 my team out of nowhere. Like, someone please tell me what's just going on with this guy. Recently, they've brought back 6v6 and open queue, two features that were randomly removed from the game's options. And being a fan of the original Overwatch, that's basically all I played for a bit. Cutting 6v6 was their piss poor attempt to push their 5v5 format, which requires role queue and everyone to play their roles properly, which they usually don't. So 5v5 role queue feels like it absolutely battered the balance of the game. Every match just feels really one-sided either way. But finally I could go back to classic style, which I'm used to and actually enjoyed again. But for some reason they also brought back loot boxes, one of the most hated parts of the original state of Overwatch, because it was just a clear chance for them to over-monetize the game and take some more money away from you. Now they've got the loot boxes, as well as the standard live service, premium store and battle pass model that Overwatch 2 introduced originally to replace the loot boxes. They also removed all of the pomp and flashiness of the loot boxes, where they show what you got in an actually exciting way, and replaced it with a fade to black and a menu.
Someone call the ambulance!
Overwatch's recent improvements haven't just come from bringing back all the good ideas that the original Overwatch had. They've also had some new mechanics that are actually fun, like recently adding the perk system, which lets you level up and upgrade your character over the course of each round, granting in each character unique bonuses. Like Sigma, you get a brief hover and a double jump. These just make the characters feel more and more distinct from each other and help you play to your own style more. And most recently, in Season 16, Overwatch came out with a new Stadium game mode. Best of 7, third-person version of Overwatch focuses even more on the personalisation of your character to suit your style. It's played in the new Overwatch 2 style 5v5 mode, with role queue and just one tank. But this mode feels like it's specifically balanced around this. There's no mid-match character swapping, and it instead focuses on a more developed character progression system. Every other round you get hero power, which lets you upgrade, change or add an ability to a hero, like this Sigma who added an ult and shield to himself. Then between each round you get money which you can spend on upgrading certain abilities or adding modifiers or buffs to certain attacks. Like, I just added a bunch of life steal and cooldown reduction abilities onto my Junker Queen in this game, so I can just keep on charging in and just not get punished for it. This mode really shakes up the standard competitive mode that everyone has been playing before, and allows for a lot more expression in your character builds. And this mode really let the 5v5 style shine. Stadium mode's 5v5 really kept the action tight, made every move and decision feel that much more important. Maybe that's just me feeling that because I'm playing one of the two tanks in the game, but whenever I dive and pick up a healer, it feels like I'm completely flipping the fight. It seems like Blizzard is well aware that this is the best way to play Overwatch 2 right now. Because the only way to play Stadium is in a competitive ranked ladder, and they seem to want to push this as Overwatch's next big competitive mode. When I first started playing Overwatch again, I was most excited to get back into the old school style, thinking this revival and return to form was coming from the chance to go back to 6v6 open queue. But now, with Stadium involved, I found a way to make this 5v5 single tank team composition work, and it's revitalised Overwatch and given a completely new way to play. And it's good to see that Overwatch is starting to be good again, to give Marvel rivals proper competition, which they didn't really have when they first came onto the scene. Anyways, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out my Twitch in the description below. And let me know if you've been on Overwatch recently.